video, well actually I'm sorry, this is video number 8, and as you can see you're looking at a page of a whole bunch of matrices, so a lot of this is going to be matrix operation. Let me encourage you, if you're still having trouble with matrix operations after this video, go and check out the unit 3, I believe, matrices video, and hopefully that'll help you. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so the very first one, we have 2 times CB. Now, what might throw you off is the fact that the CB is inside the 2 here. Alright, now this 2 will not be dealt with until after we multiply CB, because order of operations state that we have to multiply first in the parentheses and then go outside. Alright, so this matrix here is a 2 by 3 matrix, and this matrix is a 3 by 2 matrix. Now, I know that I can multiply these 2 matrices because the 2 middle numbers match. So my 2 outer numbers tell me what kind of matrix it is, and it'll be a 2 by 2 matrix. Alright. Now, remember the first matrix that is mentioned, that is my row matrix. So row 1, row 2, I'm always moving to the right. And then this is my column matrix. This is column 1, column 2. I'm always moving down. Alright, so here we go. To start solving, this is row 1, column 1. Remember, this tells me where I'm starting. Row 1 is right here, column 1 is right there. So -5, +4 gives me -20. I then shift over to the 1 as I shift down to the -2, and that gives me plus -2. And then I shift over to the -1 as I shift down to the +6. That gives me -6. Alright. Next, we'll go ahead and do row 2, column 1. We're going to do there. So row 2 starts at -3. Column 1 starts at 4. -3 times 4 gives me -12. -5 to -2, I multiply that, and that gives me +10. -3 and 6 gives me -18. Alright? Alright. So next one is going to be row 1, column 2. Row 1 starts at -5, column 2 starts at -2. -5 times -2 gives me +10, plus +1, -2 gives me -2. Next, -1 times -2 gives me +2 again. Alright, row 2, column 2, row 2, -3, column 2, -2. -3 times -2 gives me 6. -5, -2 gives me +10, plus -3 times -2 gives me a +6. Alright, so I ran out of room here. I'm going to write up here. So this gives me -28, -20, 10, and 22. Now remember this 2 that's out here? We are going to scalar multiply it in to the actual matrix. So my final answer, -56, -40, 20, and 44. There we go. Alright, this next question, we had one of these similar, I think I remember from the last video, but remember the order of operation, 5a minus 3. So I have to multiply by 5 first and then subtract the E matrix. So again, take 5, multiply, -10, -20, 25, and lastly 30. Then I'm going to multiply 5, 1, 0, 0. So again, remember when you multiply, I'm sorry, I said multiply, I meant when you subtract, remember upper left hand minus upper left hand gives you -15. Upper right hand minus upper right hand, -21. 25, and then lastly 30. 25 minus 0, 30 minus 0. Pretty easy. Alright, moving on. Question number 29. AG. A times G. So, the dimensions of A is 2 times 2. The dimensions of G is 1 by 2. Now, notice, my 2 middle numbers, they do not match. I cannot do it. No. Undefined. That was simple. Let's keep going. Next one. Now it's G times A. Alright, so this is a 1 by 2. This is a 2 by 2. My two middle numbers match. I can multiply it. My two outer numbers tell me what kind of matrix I'm going to have. It's a 1 by 2 matrix. 1, 2. All right. So remember, this is my row matrix. I'm moving to the right. This is my column matrix. That's column 1. This is column 2. And I'm always moving down. Of course, that's row 1. Sorry. So row 1, column 1, negative 3, negative 2. Negative 3, negative 2. That's positive 6. Move over to the 6 as I move down to the 5. 30. Row 1, column 2. Row 1 starts again at negative 3. Column 2 starts at negative 4. Negative 3, negative 4. Positive 12 plus 6 times 6 is 36. 36, 48. There you go. That's how easy that is. All right. Question number 51. This is a 2 by 1 matrix. This is a 1 by 2 matrix. The two middle numbers match. The two outer numbers tell me what I'm going to do. That is a 2 by 2 matrix. Remember, this is row 1, this is row 2, this is column 1, this is column 2. All right. Row 1, column 1. Row 1 starts at negative 4, column 1 starts at negative 3. That gives me 12. Now notice, I cannot move to the right. If I move to the right, I'm at the end of my matrix here. I cannot move down. If I move down, I'm out of my matrix. So that just means I'm just multiplying and that's it. Row 1, column 2, negative 4, 6, negative 24. Row 2, column 1. Row 2 is negative 6, column 1 is negative 3, positive 18. Row 2, column 2. Row 2 is negative 6, column 2. Alrighty. That was easy. There we go. Next question. Bill deposit $5,000 in the bank at an interest rate of 4.8%, annual compounded yearly. What would the R be in this formula? Remember, you are increasing by 4.8%, and I told you in class you always add 100 to it, which gives you 104.8%. Move the decimal 2 places over. My R for this is going to be 1.048. There's my R. Now it says how many years will it take for Bill to double his money. Now before we do that, we have to create a closed form formula. Geometric. First term is 5,000. Your R is 1.048. Now this is a guess and check. Okay, this is all guess and check. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, what would N have to be in order for 5,000 to be doubled, which in other words is 10,000. So here's what I'm doing basically, and that is 10,000 is equal to 5,000, 1.048 to the N minus 1 power. All right, that's what I got to solve. And I told you in class, you can solve it algebraically, you could graph it, but guess and check is the best way to do it. All right, so we're going to keep things simple here. All right, so I'm just going to guess and say, you know what, after 10 years. So let's see, 5,000, 1.048 to the 10 minus 1 power. That gives me $7,625. Nope, I need it to equal 10,000. I'll put a comma there. There you go. So I'm just going to guess and check. Let me get my calculator out here. Hopefully you can see it. All right, so I don't think you can see that one. All right, there you go. So now what I'm going to do, as I know 10,000 is not enough time, so I'm sorry, 10 years. So 5,000 times 1.048. Now I'm going to raise it to the 15 minus 1 power. So the 15th year. Oh, look at that. So by year 15th, by the 15th year, we're at, I'm just going around here, $9,639. $10,000 what we need. All right, so let's see if we can maybe do, let's see, let's try 16 years. Oh, look at that. Our 16th year, we're at $10,101. So the 15th year, we're at $9,600. The 16th year, we actually broke $10,000. So we're going to say it would take 15 to 16 years to double his money. All right, so 15 to 16 years through guess and check. Anyway, hope you learned something. That is the end of video number 8. Thank you for watching.